Alright, so this is a picture of Orion taken August 17th, 2023, facing the east. I'm just going to peel through these real quick. This is from my iPhone. There's the original date, August 17th, 2023. You can see the original is grayed out, and then you can adjust it if you want. I'm going to adjust it here to August 30th. So you can say it's August 30th. You can change it, whatever, right? Well, when you go back into it, the original is still in the gray. So I'm going to revert it back to August 17th because I'm not shady. And I just wanted to show you everybody that these pictures are legit. April 26th. This is facing the west. Same location. And again, you can see it's April 26th. It's in the gray. It's the original. It's not fabricated. There's another one. The next one is literally 3 minutes. And see, it's 3 minutes later. And then this one here is in Springfield or Pittsfield, Massachusetts. It's facing the west, and then a hotel. Taken May 2nd of Orion's belt. Again, just verifying that these pictures are legit, and then I'm going to get into it in more detail. I'll show you these pictures all over again. And just validating that. Alright, so what I'm getting at with this is the first picture I showed you. I just wanted to validate that it was taken August 17th, 2023, looking to the east in the morning, not twilight. None of these are in twilight, by the way. If you understand the stars, you understand that they're not visible until after the sun is long gone below the horizon or well before it comes up. Usually about 10 to 15 minutes Arcturus is visible. So just keep that in mind, right? So the whole point of that was that's as soon as I can start to see Orion in the east is right on August 17th. I think the earliest was like August 10th, but I don't have any pictures to validate that, so I'm not going to throw that date out. I'm just saying I have seen Orion in the sky then, but I'm going to confirm August 17th because I have proof. The next two pictures were April 26th, 2024, looking west. Both of these pictures are in Windsor, New York. So it's up in the night sky all through the entire winter, right? And fall, and now the entire spring, right? The last picture was May 2nd. I just happened to be out of town working at a gym in New York State, east of Albany, and Pittsfield, Massachusetts was closer than any other spot for a hotel. And I just looked out with a room facing the west and happened to see Orion still in the night sky. You can see the belt, and yeah, the sun is long gone down over the horizon. That picture was taken at 9 p.m. and you can go research that. May 2nd, 9 p.m., 2024. When did the sun set in Pittsfield, Massachusetts? And then that picture was taken at 9 p.m., so you can do the math. So that just completely busts, the entire solar system, the timing that we can see Orion at night. And I'm going to break it down here for you further here, so bear with me. Alright, so before I start explaining this, I got to explain this other part. I'm going to put that at the end. I'll put in the video of them showing you how you allegedly go through the universe. So if they say, we're going to say like Orion's out here where the Milky Way galaxy is, right? And the Earth is going this way around the sun at 66,700 miles an hour, spinning at 1,036 miles an hour. But the one thing everybody leaves out is how fast the sun is traveling through the universe, right? Which is 500,000 miles an hour, according to Mr. Reed from Harvard University. He's one of their NASA dudes. So people, for some reason, when I say that the Earth travels towards the north at 500,000 miles an hour to keep up with the sun, they automatically have a brain fart, and they don't understand what north and south and up and down means. I don't know if they're playing with me or what, but these are supposed to be like smart dudes with like degrees. I've dealt with them on Facebook, and I don't understand it. So I'm going to break it down. We're just going to change this map around real quick. here in this map, the sun's going, or the moon's going this, or wow, the Earth is going this way around the sun, right? But we're going to say, just for this example, that this is the North Pole and that the sun is going this way, right? Well, if the sun is moving this way at 500,000 miles an hour, then the Earth is moving, if this is the North Pole, towards the north, right, at 500,000 miles an hour too. And that's why Coriolis is complete bullshit. Part of my language, but it is. Because if I'm spinning at 1,036 miles an hour, but traveling at 482 times faster going to the north, then that motion is going to have more precedence over my bullet than the mere spin of the earth. I don't care what anybody says, right? And you want to break it down farther, they like to say that the spin of the earth is really a slow motion. Okay, fine. We'll say that 1,036 miles an hour of travel is 3 inches in an hour. Okay, fair enough. Well, we're also moving to the north in an hour at 500,000 miles an hour. Well, there's 482 sections of 1,036 miles in 500,000 miles. In other words, if you were to divide 500,000 miles by 1,036 miles, your answer would be 482, with a little bit of change left over. We'll give the change to the needy, right? We don't need that. We'll take the 482 and we'll use the whole number. And if you multiply 3 by 482 and you divide that by 12 to get the inches from feet, it's 120 feet. So you're traveling at 120 feet in an hour to the north with a mere 3-inch spin. You're going to notice that, okay, if that breaks it down for you. I wouldn't get the star trails like I showed you, okay? That star trail video is from my backyard. And that's why I put it in here, because just the star trails alone destroy their solar system. This here destroys it. So now that we understand that, and understand one more thing, Orion rides on the equator. If you look at the planosphere, which is a map of the stars, they show the equator on there, right? And I believe the belt of Orion goes right on the equator. And then the sword and his feet are down to the south, and his head and the arrow or the bow are up to the north. Excuse me. My throat's getting dry. So, since Orion rides the equator, everybody on Earth can see Orion, right? Now, the pictures you just saw, the first date I saw Orion was on August 17th, right? So I wanted to stop it a little bit before, but we'll say this is, let's do this. Whoops, went too far. So as it's coming in here, bam. All right. So we'll say this is August, right? And then you got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and then June, July, and back to August, right? So this is August. If I ran a stick across that, right, you would have your divider between night and day out here, right? Because everything that the arrow is pointing towards is outer space, right? On the dark side of the earth, you're looking at outer space, right? And this is inner space. And when it's inner space, the light drowns everything out from the sun, right? So the only thing you see is the sun, like no other planets, if you want to call them planets, wandering star, and none of the fixed stars are visible. So if Orion is out here, right, then right at sunset or sunrise, rather, this be sunrise, this be sunset. The Earth is going like it's spinning like this. That would be legit. I'd just barely be able to see Orion, right, in August, because I could, I'd just barely be able to make them out. Boom, the sunlight comes in, can't get it no more, right? So 3 months later, you're at your apex, right? This would be November. So now at midnight, Orion should be, straight up away from you, right? And then 3 months later is February. Almost got it this time. And right here is sundown, right? Because if you're spinning like this is sunrise, sunset. Sun just barely starts to go out. You can just barely see Orion, and then you're spinning, so now you're facing over here, right? But there's a problem because this is only February. I can still see it the whole entire duration of March and April and the first week of May, which is absolutely impossible, right? Because once you break these planes, these 180-degree planes, you will never see this again until you come back around, right? You only should be able to see it for 6 months or so. Now, they're going to tell you that all these stars are doing their own thing. There's an issue with this. The star trails, the star map, they're all gridlocked. They never deviate. Our ancients have been using the same stars forever. The sextant, the astrolabe, all through all the ancient records, they all talk about using the stars and the wandering stars for navigation, right? And it's like on the astrolabe, why does it got the North Star in the center? And you can use it anywhere. They surveyed the city of Baghdad with it, right? Um, so the stars don't follow the Earth, because if they do follow the Earth and they do make the patterns that they do, then essentially what they are really saying, and they don't realize it, is that the stars are going around the Earth and following the Earth, and then together the whole system is going around the sun and chasing the sun, which is ludicrous. It destroys their model even farther. You know what I'm saying? I tried explaining this to a few globe heads, and they were telling me, "Oh, you just proved the globe. Thank you." I'm like, no, no, you don't understand. It's like, how can you not understand this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if these guys know their globe model so well, how do they not understand it, right? And I'm not mocking anybody. I want you to understand that it's the simple fact of they talk a lot of smack and they really don't know jack, right? And if you don't know, you don't know. Just ask. And that's why I made this video, because somebody asked, and I hope this explains it. They were the same ones that asked about the Dropa stones or Joppa stones. So yeah, thank you for that as well. And I hope this answers your question. If not, by all means, leave a comment, ask a question, ask what you don't, or you lost me, or if I didn't explain something in detail, and I'll definitely go back over it. So I'll put the stars, or the video of them showing you what they said the universe does, or it corkscrews through the universe. And then you tell me if that's what you witness or observe when you look at the stars every night. So.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Mind control to Major Tom. Mind control to Major Tom. Hang the green screen up and put your wires on. Mind control to Major Tom. Mind control to Major Tom. Earth is flat and there's a dome above us all. This is mind control to Major Tom. We've fooled the human race. Now the existence of God is so far away. Mind control to Major Tom. Mind control to Major Tom. Earth is flat and there's a dome above us all. Mind control to Major Tom.